So why do calm consequences make people spiral? And if you want more content like this, please subscribe. When I was a kid, I was big on confrontations. Someone did me wrong, I would yell at them, I would scream at them, I would, hold them accountable. But what I realized as I've been getting older is that's not always the best way to solve issues. Sometimes, yes, it's necessary. But what I've noticed is sometimes just pulling back is so much more effective. So people who are raised in chaos and they're not used to taking accountability, yelling at them doesn't work. They're used to that. They've been through that. You getting emotional, crying, yelling, whatever it is, again, it doesn't work. Also, sometimes you reacting to what they did tells them deep down, it's like, oh, they still care. They still like me. I can still impact them. There's people in this world where they just want attention, negative or positive. So when you're yelling at them, you're screaming, crying, you're giving them attention. And that's just as good as positive attention for them, which is kind of hard to wrap your mind around sometimes. Also, when you scream and yell at them, they can then play victim. I don't agree with this, but they latch on to that. Oh, they yelled at me. They said this. They did this. And then all of a sudden they're the victim when they're the ones that caused all the harm that led you to reacting that way. And I know a lot of men have experienced this, and it's absolutely horrible. So when you're calm, you take away the leverage from them completely. You already know what you want. The decision has been made. You're not going to change your mind because you're not getting emotional. You're just like, okay, that's what happened. Okay, cool. Some people rely on guilting you or the emotional intensity, or they know they can gradually wear you down or confuse you. Gaslighting is a big one. Look that up if you haven't. They make you doubt your perception completely. And if you're emotional, you're easier to sway either way. Manipulative people love emotional people because they know they can trick you. But when you're calm and collected, you force those people to sit with what they did. And there's no way out of it because you're not giving them anything to argue with. And also, when they lose control, they may react violently. So it's important to be cautious about this. This is when they'll start getting emotionally flooded and they might lash out more. You just gotta hold the line, stay calm. This is when they might accuse you of things you didn't do on purpose to try to get a reaction out of you. They may try to play victim. They might flip it around. It's like those people where they hurt you and then they flip it in such a bizarre way where you're sitting there like, what? Do they genuinely believe what they're saying? And sometimes, yes, they've convinced themselves of it. But it's not your job to convince them the other way. And this also, they might do character attacks. They may find the most incredible ways to put you down to try to get a reaction out of you. Also, some people always go through life assuming they get special treatment. The rules don't apply to me. I can do it just this once, which it's never once, but they convince themselves of that. Or they won't hold me accountable this time. They know who I truly am. They know I wouldn't mean it like that. So they rely on that to get themselves out of taking accountability. And when you're calm, you tell them that you're being treated exactly how your behavior earned. So you're not getting out of it kind of thing. And oftentimes these same people were taught not to fix things, but how do I avoid this? Because a healthy person is usually looks at a bad situation, they're like, okay, how do I go about repairing this? Whereas an unhealthy person's like, how do I avoid this? Let me avoid this person indefinitely so it goes away. They seem to think that the longer they avoid, the more it's just going to go away. That's not usually how it works. How do you know the person is starting to spiral? They'll try to revise the story. So that's why it's important to keep receipts. If they damage something, take pictures. If they cost you money, keep the receipts. If they said something, you probably can't record it. You didn't think in the moment. Write it down in a journal or something. Just keep track of it because they will try to revise the story to get you to drop question your sanity where you're like, oh, maybe I thought that differently. Maybe my memory's messed up, because that's the easiest way to dodge accountability for some of these people. They will purposely attack you or try to play victim. They may accuse you of being cold or heartless because you're not letting them back into your life when you never owed them that to begin with. And this is why calm consequences work the best. And I know for some of us, I get it. I get emotional myself. but trying to stay calm in those moments makes such a big difference. It scares the crap out of those people that want to dodge accountability and just keep milking you for the benefits at hand. I'm talking about mostly toxic people in this video.